So what are your thoughts if you could kind of look in a crystal ball, right, to kind of tell our viewers here your thoughts on where the future is going to go? How would you describe, the world, and how different would it be from this world, say 10 years from now?
Mm-hmm. I think that within 5 years, I think psychedelic medicine is going to be sweeping the world. And people are going to be going to treat their anxiety. They're going to be going to treat their depression. They're going to be going to,
You saw that New York and California just proposed legislation to, decriminalize psilocybin.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's going to continue. And I think that will be helpful. But I think really what's going to make the biggest difference is I think most of the people who want to do psilocybin just to do psilocybin are already doing it anyways.
True that.
It's like, it's nice. It's like, you don't have to worry about it as much, but until it's like, I really think the biggest aspect of this, and I actually really applaud that it's coming through the medical channel, because what I expect to happen is so many people, mental disorders are continuing to just spiral out of control. And I think when people go to treat those mental disorders with psilocybin or MDMA or whatever other next wave of psychedelics, they're going to go in to treat a condition that's very small, and they're going to find something that's very big. They're entheogens. They're going to awaken the divine within them. And that's going to actually put a new operating system. So it's almost like the side effect of psilocybin is treating anxiety. The effect is it gives you access to another world, the world that you talked about that overlays over like the true world. And I think that's going to start to happen at this kind of exponentialized rate, where people are going to have friends, who are going to be like, look, I was fucking real depressed. I was anxious too. And then I did this treatment, and it's in this treatment model. So I think it's going to break down a lot of the barriers. And I see that really driving a new consciousness. And then with that new consciousness, I think our expectations for what leadership is going to look like, and what leadership will accept. Now, of course, there's some ways in which the old guard is defending itself. It's defending itself through mainstream media. It's all woven in. Empire, as you could call it, has captured media and politics as we know it. But there's a lot of decentralization of media. I think Joe Rogan's podcast, for example, has more views than all major,
CNN, all the major networks.
Exactly. So that is participating in this proliferation of knowledge. And then it's going to be, so knowledge is going to be out there, and then also people's access to it. And then if you start to get big celebrities on board, I think there's a lot of people who are in the closet still about what they actually believe, because they're playing the game of empire. But once they start to shift, it was a big deal that Aaron Rodgers came on my podcast and talked about doing ayahuasca, and, talked about doing, he did ayahuasca, then won 2 MVPs in the NFL, right? So that dispels a lot of the different biases about what that is. And if more and more people start to come out and actually share the truth about their experiences, and then actually have the courage to share their opinions about what is going on in the fuckery that's in the world, hopefully, we'll start to turn the upside down, right side up. And that's the cause that I'm here for. And that's the cause that I believe in. That's my essential optimism, is that we got a shot. It's not going to be easy, but we got a shot.